You're almost home free, people.
Yeah, well, seeing the bridge and getting to it are two different things. Frying pan.
Hey there, it's Beta Squared, and welcome to the 10th anniversary of Left 4 Dead 2. This game is special to me and quite a few people. It's where I learned to grow a love for first-person shooters and met a bunch of crazy people that I call friends. And this is how I met one of my other friends. One of my best friends, I would say, on the internet. So I'm gonna play this campaign that was, what I believe, the first one to be developed for this game, and go down a little bit of a memory lane, nostalgic road, as I try not to get destroyed by my own incompetency, as it has been such a long time since I've played this. I'll take that deagle. That's very nice. So, this game came out in 2009, 10 years ago. It basically came out at the peak of the entire zombie craze, like with The Walking Dead and Zombieland, which is really ironic, considering that Zombieland 2 came out like just a few weeks ago, and that reminded me of having to play this again, and it's so weird and fun that I can't believe that this game is 10 years old. I remember it was, I believe, Christmas 2009, where I just finished getting into Left 4 Dead 1, and I discovered that Left 4 Dead 2 had been in development, and I asked my dad for Christmas, like, this is the only game I want, this is the only game I play on Xbox 360, can you please get this for me for Christmas? And as a 14-year-old, it was a nice thing to receive for Christmas. Oops. So, another thing, I don't think I'm super into zombies as much as I used to be anymore. I love the concept and the setting, but thinking about this as an adult, it's like it's holy shit scary. Instead of being, man, this would be cool and fun. As a teenager, I'm totally gonna survive the zombie apocalypse, despite everybody around me dying. So I'm playing on normal just to get through this rather quickly. Even though I like this game, I don't want to spend forever on it on expert. That was a boomer friend. Another big influencer that I feel bad. I don't feel bad, actually. I feel, you know what, they're doing pretty well for themselves, so I feel pretty good about that. But Nat Freak, PFS Venom, Kraken, like the whole Lou Linkers with like Inker and Icy and Universal and other fancy little characters, they basically made this game fun with all of their... Oh, okay. I guess I'm fighting Mr. Tank. Oh, right. I forgot about the mod I included that changes the tank into Ganondorf. I should have disabled that. I probably should have disabled that. But, you know, that's okay. It just adds flavor to the game. PC mods are the best thing that's happened to this game. And he's already dead. Well, I don't think we really made that by the skin of our teeth, but sure. Sure, Mr. Nick. Sure. I really gel well with these kind of characters. I feel like, of all of them, I feel like I'm most like Nick, but perhaps not. It depends on like certain days. I'm just trying to let them talk. Oh, thank you, Ellis. It depends on certain days how I'm feeling, because all these characters follow a trope, whereas Coach is a realist. Ellis is a optimist, Rochelle is apathetic, and Nick is the cynical one. Ooh, there's a hunter around. I don't know, I feel like I blend well with all these characters. I do wish that they made a Left 4 Dead 3, but you know, Valve and 3s, doubt that'll ever happen. It's been 10 years. All of the writer staff for Valve have since left. We're not getting a Half-Life 3 at any point, because I believe I think out of frustration, one of the staff writers, or the ex-staff writers, wrote how Half-Life 3 would be handled. Okay. Well, I messed that up. It was a trick I was gonna do, but I messed up, so I can't do it. So I'm just gonna hang out in this corner. Especially playing this game on the Xbox was a lot of fun for me, because I feel like a lot of people now, they don't play tank mode or any other mode other than versus, and there's a lot of like, ooh, okay, well I hope Rochelle's alright. She's seems to be quite struggling to save my teammates. Big idiot teammates, are you kidding me? Come on. Probably should reload. Ugh. This is going very sour. Is there a witch around? I don't hear any witches. I tried to like put my head closer to my monitor in hopes that understanding I can hear it by getting closer, but in reality I'm wearing a headset, so here we go. I feel like half the time when I do these kinds of gameplays, I talk about nothing a lot. Oh yeah, I forgot I made that my spray. It's a fox. Okay, Rochelle, come on. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Okay.
You don't stand a chance.
So while watching Zombieland 2, I re-looked up the rules that Columbus had, and I feel like most of them are good. Except, I feel like number 0, there should be a number 0 rule, and that's like the worst case rule scenario one. And what should number 0 be? Well, glad you asked. Number 0 should be, if you get bit, you tell people immediately. Because in a situation like this, lying about being infected with this kind of disease is going to really set back your team. And also, I don't think they really go into how the virus spreads. There's a lot of lore in the comic about it being airborne at this point and infecting basically anyone. I will take the AK, that's a pretty good weapon. Perhaps. Ooh. I was about to mess up. Oh, dude, the sniper though. That's another good weapon. I like this sniper rifle. It's a tactical one. Even though I've played this game a lot. Oh, jeez. I don't really care for real life weapons all that much. It's more of a personal preference, but I feel like I'm non-confrontational in real life, that I would not do well in any situation that's... Oh god, I hear a tank, I think. Perhaps. No, that's just a witch. Trying to do my best. I could have healed. I probably should have healed my teammate. Doesn't seem to be anything. If I had a shotgun, she would be dead. It's no argument. She's basically the easiest special mob to beat in this game. like one shotgun blast right to the back of her head, and she's done. Other than, you know, that boomer who just exploded and is missing. Oh, jeez. Poor, misguided special infected. There's a bat, there's pills. Actually, I'm gonna trade off my adrenaline shot for the pills. So this game is basically the upgrade of the first Left 4 Dead. Ooh, there's a shotgun. Would I recommend the second over the first? I don't know, but all I want to say is, like, there's a kind of an atmosphere in the first game that isn't really matched by its sequel. Are you kidding me? This is the worst place to have a tank. Oh god. Oh nuts. This is literally, like, of all the places. Alright, and my teammates are being passive against. Oh my god, I don't want to be here. Why am I getting the worst spot to fight a tank? If this was expert, I'd be screwed. Okay. Hey, I stumbled him at least. Alright, there you go. For example, going back to the atmosphere. In Luigi's Mansion 1, there's a sort of like darkness that the and mood setting that the game has that Dark Moon and 3 just don't have. And it doesn't mean they're bad, it just means that they're different. I am really, like, missing like 8 times. Okay, we're fine.
Reloading.
But basically you can get this game and you'll get all of the content that was in the first one. You won't lose out on anything other than maybe a few quality of life differences. I don't quite remember what they would be exactly. I don't have a weapon? Are you serious? I'm gonna heal Rochelle since... Are you? Alice, you dumb idiot hick hillbilly. I'm sorry I have to explode you, but you're being quite silly. Here, let me heal you. Waste no one's time and do the parish on normal. I believe the developers of Turtle Rock Studios released a campaign recently, like an unofficial one. Oh god. Well, why is that? Why is nobody killing anything from behind us? I don't know. Having AI as teammates is not good. I just feel like the grenade launcher would be completely impractical in situations like this. Like, you would hurt everybody else more than the zombies, and loud noises would just lead them to you. It would not be a fun experience for anybody involved. Gotta love the New Orleans graveyards, where they're below sea level, and they have to build them above ground, so... something? Oh, I gotta avoid the switch. Or else I'd kill her, but I don't have, like, a melee weapon. Hello, boomer? Oh god, I do hear jockey. And that's the one reason why the grenade launcher is very nice to have in certain situations. I just don't think an expert. Not really any point. Although, I will take the tactical shotgun and I will heal up. I like how the exit door has a block of wood on it for no reason, other than to save assets and memory on this particular level by not building the next section of the world. Gotta think like a game developer. If you don't see it, it doesn't exist. Gotta remove a lot of walls. I've also been streaming quite a bit recently. Not as much as I would like to, but that's mainly because my internet and computer situation isn't exactly perfect. Ooh. Or else I would. But streaming with wireless internet isn't exactly an ideal thing that one wants to pursue. Oh, are you kidding me? Where would he even be? I don't know what direction he's gonna come in. I feel like it can only come from like the side. Unless he's like generally. Oh, okay. I was aiming for the wrong side. I was trying to like corner him. Okay. Maybe there's an extra medkit in the safe room. If not, it's not a big deal. The next safe room spawns with 8 medkits if you're playing it on... If you started from any previous chapter, not starting directly on it. It's also one of my favorite finales in the game, because instead of acting as like you stay in one place, it's a crescendo where you have to run from point A to point B, much like how I am doing right now. Oh, Jiminy Jokers! I didn't even see those guys. They just showed up right in front of me. It freaked me out. I haven't been freaked out by this game for a long time. I only get freaked out when like things just fly in front of me and jump scare me. Jump scares are cheap. They're not the good kind of scares you want from any movie. Okay, let's see. Roll 1, cardio. Roll 7, I don't know what the rules are. Rule 8, double tap. Always gotta make sure you shoot the zombies twice to make sure they're really dead. Oh, there's a witch around the corner. Hello, friend. I'm gonna show you how it's really done. Like that. I think you have to put a little bit more bullets into them when you're playing on expert mode, but other than that, they're not that difficult to deal with when they're standing up. This game also, I don't know, I should have talked about this more. I should have planned this out, but I didn't, because I don't want to, because I'm lazy. But this game introduced daylight campaigns, which, mind you, really adds reality to like all the scenes, all the settings that they put you through. And we're in like more southern America, because the first one was like set in Pennsylvania more, and this one's like across New Orleans and Georgia. Yeah, I'm just gonna head back over under this bridge. Hello, how are you? I'm doing fine. I'm murdering zombies. I'm doing it very unenthusiastically, but other than that, adds quite a stroke of reality to your personality. I know you could just run over now. I don't want to like head over now. Oh, the smoker's dead. I can definitely head over now that the jockey is. Okay. Alright, well, we'll hold that thought until the hunter is good as dead. There you go. Now everything's done. Spitter, no problem. I might need to grab onto a melee weapon at some point, due to the fact that I'm gonna be running through the end of the bridge. And wait for my team. Remember, teamwork is the #1 commandment. And never be afraid to ask for help. I'm just reiterating things I've seen in Zombieland at this point because it's fresh on my mind and it's fun. It was a fun movie to watch. Of the 10-year sequels that happened, it's definitely the better of them. Chuck that out the window. Just to save myself grace, and there's absolutely No zombies out there. I'm running out of ammo. And I would very much like any weapon, or new weapon at least. Oh. Good thing too, they focused on saving each other. Meanwhile, I've been just recklessly abandoning them at every turn and corner I've seen. Well, it's funny and sad that this is basically the end of the Left 4 Dead series. I'm gonna just chuck my pipe bomb because I don't feel like it. I don't think they really go into detail as to what happens to these survivors afterwards. There's theories that they were killed after being collected by the military. And there's another theory that I looked up that they're on cruise ships or something, but I don't know where that theory came from, and I've talked to people about this, that the concept of they take a cruise ship, or they get a cruise ship after being rescued, I don't think it's ever mentioned explicitly anywhere, and I'm curious as to what has caused this rumor to spread around. It's just a very interesting thing to think about, like, because in Left 4 Dead 1, there's a comic that acts as an epilogue to the first game, where you see Francis, Zoe, and Lewis head to an island to be safe from all the zombies showing up. But in this, we get basically no epilogue, and there's nothing left.
Line us up against a wall and shoot us.
Well, I guess I'll just listen to this, because I feel like nobody ever listens to it.
Is somebody gonna pick up the radio?
Copy that. Over. Roger, Propagator, 15 minutes. Be advised, we have seen flashes on the west bank. Somebody pick up the radio. West bank is clear. Over. West bank is clear, Rescue 7. Sector is clear. Over. Negative. We are seeing something. Over. Rescue 7, are you,
somebody wanna grab that radio?
Whiskey Delta or friendly? Over. Unclear. It's Whiskey Delta or friendly? Over. Propagator, we're not sure. We're seeing, multiple personnel and small arms fire.
Yo, somebody wanna pick up that radio?
Over. Rescue 7, all wall slams are accounted for. Targets should be considered hostile. Only prosecute targets that are a clear threat. Over. Roger, Propagator. All personnel on floating LZ. Clear for last buzzard run. Over. Affirmative, Rescue 7. Keep the bridge deck clear. Last buzzard run will start in 15 minutes. Out. Affirmative, out.
Hello?
Rescue 7. That's coming from the bridge. Bridge. Identify yourself.
My name's Nick. There's 4 of us on the west end of the bridge.
Bridge. Are you immune?
We are not infected.
Negative, Bridge. Are you immune? Have you encountered the infected?
Yeah, you can say that.
Rescue 7, are you equipped for carriers? Affirmative, Propagator. Bridge. That sector is clear of friendlies. Your only remaining pickup is on the east bank of the bridge. Our last chopper is leaving in 10 minutes. You need to lower the span and get across to the east end.
Sure, give us a few minutes.
Okay. I just wanted to stay quiet because I don't think anybody's ever listened to like the full dialogue, even though it's been 10 years. Regardless of the 10-minute time limit, if you don't make it there in 10 minutes, they're still going to be waiting for you. It's just, you know, flavor text, which I really like. It builds the whole world. The army basically sees the 4 of us here, and they really aren't sure if we're friendly or just infected holding guns. And, you know, they just want to make sure that they've collected all the remaining people who are still alive.
Almost there.
It's so weird in concept. But of all the characters, I think Nick is probably my favorite to play as. I just really like his white suit. It would be covered in blood and brains at any moment. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna chuck a pipe bomb just to save everyone time. I've basically gone through this scenario multiple times. You know what scenario I was thinking of? I was thinking of Coldstream for some reason. I don't know why. Because I remember in a specific... Oh god. Okay, good. I was not sure if I was gonna survive that. There's a little bit of a section in Coldstream that you could speedrun if you jump on a part of a truck before the bridge explodes, thus negating acting as like a sort of a speedrun. There is a smoker around, and I really don't want him to be around. He's kind of gone. I don't know where he went. Alright. Gotta check another pipe bomb. Hopefully everything's fine. Ooh, hello, friendly little hunter. Wearing a short little sleeve sweater. Oh, great. Okay, I will protect him. Uh-oh, that's really not good. Okay, the charger is kind of a big threat, and especially on versus. I don't know if I want to deal with the tank. I should have kept that pipe bomb. Where is that tank? Okay, now he's spawning. I don't know if I should just outrun him. I probably could outrun him at this point. But, you know, considering we're on normal, I'm just gonna shoot him. Hopefully he doesn't murder anybody. Ow. All the cars on the bridge act as basically half damage to you instead of full damage, because if a tank were to hit a car into you, it would knock you down in any other scenario, but here they have to put a special parameter that it doesn't murder you immediately. I'm not sure if it's the same rules apply as for expert. Yeah, this is why, and anything would have been better. Other pills. Okay. And here we are. The end of Left 4 Dead 2. At least its storyline. You know. It's such a strange ending to a game that I very much love and appreciate a lot. But it's very unfortunate that we basically get no hints or storylines as to where it leads. Oh god. Are you kidding me? I kind of want all of them to survive. I'm gonna try and save them. But overall, probably one of the best co-op experiences I've played in the last decade. Nothing really has like come close to the fun I've had playing this game. They're taking their sweet time. And zombies are now spawning infinitely. Oh my god. This is the worst ending I've had, especially on normal. Can I heal him? Just so I can... Oh boy. Good gravy. Come on. Don't hesitate. Get on the helicopter. Everyone. We can survive this together. Ah, what a game. I love it, and I sometimes come back to it. But things are different now, and that's okay, because with life comes change. So, I'm not really sure where to go from here. Kind of went into a lot of different places, and I talked about a lot of different things, and many of which are old and confusing. And that was 28 minutes? I felt like longer. Okay. Sure. You know what? Sure. I'll accept that. I hope you enjoyed this video as much fun as I had playing through this campaign. It was a blast to experience this game once again. I haven't played it in quite a bit. So, thank you guys so much for watching and sticking around. I really honestly do appreciate it. It's such an interesting experience, but there's a lot of loose ends left to be desired. And unfortunately, I don't think we're going to be left with answers, just more questions. So that's all I have for everybody here today. Thank you, and see you next time. Goodbye.